Hi guys, welcome to HIIT Core Yoga. This is just the HIITs and we are doing a shorter version of our HIIT workout tonight. So it's going to be a super flow where we're going 50 seconds on and 10 seconds rest. We did this last time and you're going to watch what your first move is while you're doing an exercise just to see what your next move is. You'll be watching me to see what your next move is. So we're going to be working with a stability ball tonight. So that's kind of your typical yoga ball. Mine is 55 centimeters, but if you have, most of them are either 55 or 65 or 75, but it kind of depends on how big you are. So if you're quite tall, then you'll probably want to grab a 65 or 75 one. I'm about 5'5", so I go for a smaller one. But just use what you have, try it out, and if it's not quite working for you, then you can modify without a stability ball, and you can use a chair instead. So we're going to do a lot of elevation using the ball, and so I can show you some modifications if you don't have the ball. Other than that, it's going to be total body, so we're going to be working on arms and abs and legs, and it's going to be a mix between cardio and strength, so going back and forth. We'll get started in a warm-up though tonight, and so you can just come onto your mat and we'll get started in child's resting pose. So reach your arms forward, bring your forehead down to the mat. Take long, deep breaths in and out through the nose here. Okay, lifting up and walk over to the left side, reaching at an angle, bowing down. Going over to the other side, right side, and bowing down. Alright, and then come on back to center. Let's rise up into tabletop pose. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. So begin rounding, releasing the spine, cat and cow. Inhale, exhale. Move around circle motion. Bend into your elbows. Start to loosen up through the shoulders, including relaxing the facial muscles here as moving around. So go both directions. Keep the airways open. And let's do that side hip stretch. So we're going out, pushing the hips back to the left. So just really pushing them out, pulling back, but not quite sitting back all the way down to the heels. And your head's kind of pulling to the right here, so you get that stretch along that left side there, and then go the other side. So you're pulling back and to the right, head is tilting and leaning to the left. And then releasing. Okay, walk your hands forward, tuck toes under, lift up into down dog, walk it out. Look forward and then step up to the hands. So halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold, and inhale, rise up all the way. Bring the hands to the heart, clasp your fingers, press down. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, take the hands back behind you, clasping back behind you. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up all the way. Exhale, clasp and press. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, clasp and pull. Back to center, lean to your left side. And then come back to center. Release the arms and bring it all the way down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step back into plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up into the air. Exhale, right foot steps forward. And lift one lunge here, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring it back into plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot forward. And inhale, lift. Exhale, step to plank. Lower through. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. And then bend into your knees and then start drawing back into the squat at the back of the mat here. So squatting and then lifting your right arm up. Breathe. Rock down. Left arm comes up. And breathe, and then bring it down. Come forward into plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, exhale to down dog. Walk it out. Bend into just the right knee. Keep reaching the back through the feet, back through the legs. And then bend into just the left knee, right leg is straight. Reaching the heel down to the floor. And then bend into both knees. And look forward and then step or hop up to the hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Breath in, exhale, release. Begin twisting from side to side. Let the arms go loose, let the shoulders relax here as you let the arms go across your body here. All right, and then next is arm swings and butt kickers. Left over right arm, right over left arm. Open up the chest when your arms come open, palms rotate so they're facing open towards the ceiling. All right, and then going to leg swing. So we're going to start with the right leg first, and you can just kind of move the arms side to side. Keep your balance. If you absolutely need to, hold on to a wall or a back of a chair. Kicking both forward and also back as well. Okay, and then going to the other side. Left arm back and forth. And keep the lungs open here. So you're staying mostly relaxed here, just kind of letting that leg move with momentum, and that way you'll kind of get more of a stretch out of the motion as well. Keeping your core engaged. All right, and then releasing from there. So squatting and then toe touch reach, alternating legs. Working with your breath, so you're inhaling down and exhaling, kicking and reaching. Should feel your heart rate's coming up a little bit. One more on each side. Okay, and then just back to swinging. Then you can continue going into boxer shuffle or to swing, do any kind of active rest you want to, while I'm going to explain here. So we're going to move through two moves will always be the same. That is going to, for cardio, it's going to be a sumo jump squat with alternating side kicks, this is what you will be starting on, and you'll be watching me to see what the next move is. So jump squat, kick out to the side, squat, and then kick out to this side. Squat, jump, squat, kick, squat, kick. Keep repeating that, okay? And then you can see me what I'm doing next. And then, yeah, there won't be any explaining. I'm just going to explain the move as you are doing that sumo squat. And you can watch me and I can give you all the tips for your stability ball. So we're gonna be working with stability balls in all of the strength moves, but all the cardio ones will be just without the ball. Your second cardio move after you're gonna alternate is the capoeira lunges, which we've done before in other videos. So you're gonna step back with your right leg, and whatever leg you're stepping back with, that's the right arm here. So right arm is going to sweep ahead, kind of blocking an invisible kick that's going over your head, okay? So you wanna imagine, this is from martial arts, so you're ducking underneath here and you're lunging deep. I'm touching the floor, but if you can't reach the floor, that's fine. Try to get your back knee down to the floor. This is your starting spot, so you're always going to be in a lunge or in a squat of some sort. Okay, you're never going to be standing in that position. Okay, let's get started. We're going to go 50 on 10 rests, 10 seconds to get ready here. You are going to start with the sumo jump kicks, side kicks, okay? Okay, and you'll be watching me. So we're gonna go feet up on the ball. So you get started with your sumos, and I am doing this. So I'm alternating which hand is touching the shoulder. If this feels like it's too much, it's quite balancy, then you can walk back so that your knees are on the ball and you'll have more stability. But if you want more harder version, then your feet will just be resting on the ball and you'll be rocking like crazy. So alternating shoulder slaps, this will be your next move. After your sumo kicks, sumo jump squat kicks, 2, 1. Okay, that's your move, so grab your stability ball. If you don't have the stability ball, put your feet up on a chair of some sort. Okay, I'm doing capoeira lunges right now. So go ahead and start your shoulder slaps. If you don't have a stability ball, then you're just gonna do that from the ground. Plank shoulder slaps. This is your next move, capoeira lunges. I'm just changing my angle so that you can kind of see. There's a big stretch when I'm doing this. And you should be doing those plank shoulder slaps, feet up on the stability ball if you have your stability ball, or feet up on a chair. 5 seconds left, you guys. Okay, so you are doing capoeira lunges. I'm doing the next stability ball exercise. All right. Okay, watching me, and you're doing 2 knee pulls. 1, 2, 1 push up. 2 knee pulls. 1 push up. You should be doing capoeira lunges and watching me. If you don't have your stability ball, you can do this from the ground. You can do 2 mountain climbers and a push up. 5 seconds. All right. Okay, that's what you're going to do right now. I'm doing the sumo squat jump squats here. 2, 1. Okay, so you were doing those two knee tucks and a push-up. Two knee tucks and a push-up. That's what you're doing. This is your next move. You're going back to the sumo squats with the leg kick out. Almost done, you guys. You're doing sumo squats right after this. Good job. Okay, you're on sumo squats. I am doing, you're gonna watch me here. You're doing some rotationals here, so roll up onto your shoulders, hands clasped above your head, above your chest, and you're rocking from one side to the other. This is kind of the classic exercise stability ball move. Make sure your feet kind of pivot a little bit. Your legs kind of work to keep you in line so that we're just stable, so you don't rock all the way off your ball. Try to keep your abdominals engaged and your glutes engaged. So glutes are not on the ball, just your back. My head's not resting on the ball, just my shoulders, upper back. Okay, that was it. That's your next move. And I'm on to capoeira lunges. So rotationals for you. Start it up. So remember, just try and keep the core muscles engaged as you're rotating. Clasp those hands above your head, arms locked. This is your next move after your rotationals. You were doing capoeira lunges. Seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're doing capoeira lunges. I'm on the next stability ball move. All right, okay, you are doing capoeira lunges. I'm showing you what the next move is. You're doing some reverse hypers here. So belly on the ball, hands down, head down, and you're lifting your legs up. So legs are straight. Exhale as you're lifting. So your glutes are engaged and your hamstrings are working as well. Make sure your head is down. This is your next move after your capoeira lunges there. All right. Okay, you're doing reverse hypers and I'm doing sumo squats. 2, 1, go. Okay, you're doing those stability ball exercises and I'm doing cardio. This is going to be your next move. So belly will be on the ball for your reverse hyper. Make sure your head is down. Hands are on the floor to keep you stable. Elbows bend. 10 seconds left. Legs are locked when you're doing those hypers. 1. Okay, that's your next move. The sumo squat, leg lifts. I'm on the next move. Pike to plank, plank to pike. Okay, you're doing sumo squats, watching me. for your next move. Okay, so piking up and holding a little bit and then rolling back to plank. So as best as you can, pull your chin in towards your knees and then drop back down. Okay, don't sink. Keep your back flat. Keep your legs straight. And you want to think of that pull. Pull from your midsection to jackknife up. And get your bum up nice and high. Get your shoulders over your wrists. That was it. Whew, that was a tough one. That was your next one. You can do that from the ground if you don't have a stability ball. All these exercises you can do from the ground. Okay, I'm doing capoeira lunges. You are doing plank to pike. And you do that from the ground. You're just going plank, basically to down dog, plank to down dog, plank to down dog. And just being really mindful of engaging your core, because that's kind of what it's all about. Doing that proper movement, holding your chin in towards your chest when you're piking up, drawing your belly button up and in. This is going to be your next move. After your plank to pike, you are doing capoeira lunges. 2, 1. Okay, on capoeira lunges, I'm doing the next one. Okay, so good old crunches with the stability ball. Okay, you're doing capoeira lunges, people, and I'm doing crunches. So go back into extension, and then you have a little bit of stretch there, and then you're exhaling and contracting the muscles. You're stretching the abs and then contracting. I have my hands on the sides of my head. I'm not pulling on my neck. If you'd rather reach your arms forward like this, you can do that. If that helps you focus more on contracting your abs, then do that. All right, okay, you're doing crunches. I'm doing sumo squats, I think. Yeah, I am doing sumo squats. Okay, so you're doing crunches, people. I'm ahead of you. You are doing this next. Jump and kick out to the side. Keep crunching. Again, change your arm position if it's bothering your neck. Reach your arms forward. Keep those abdominals turned on. 5. All right. Okay, that's your next move, sumo squat. And I'm on the next one. All right. Sumo squat for you. I'm doing bridge curl ups. Feet on the ball, back on the floor. Lift up your bum. So you're a bridge, engaging your glutes. Arms down by your sides. Curl in, heels towards your bum and extend. So curl and extend. Heels digging in. So depending on what size of ball you have, you'll feel this differently. But you will feel this in your hamstrings, and you should feel that in your glutes as well. Because your glutes are engaged to keep your hips up in extension, but your hamstrings are under tension the entire time. So stretching and contracting. Okay, that's it. That's gonna be your next move, is the hamstring curls. If you'd rather just hold a bridge, if it's too much for you, hold a bridge with your hips up and not do the curl. I'm doing capoeira lunges. that's your next move. Okay, like I said, you can do this without the stability ball. You can do just a bridge pulse. So lifting and lowering your hips. I'm adding this stability ball in this workout tonight because it's increasing the intensity. So we all mostly do body weight all the time, 99.9% of the time. But when we change, when you use little props like this, elevation and instability, then that's gonna work your muscles harder, be arguably just as effective as lifting weights. That's your next move, capoeira lunges. I'm on the next one. Okay, capoeira lunges for you. I'm doing prone T flies. So my belly is on the ball, arms are out, my feet are on the floor, so supporting me, thumbs are up, palms face forward, and just lowering pretty much down to the floor. This works a little bit better if you have a larger ball, because you got more range of motion, but drop your hands right down to the floor, and then lift and squeeze up, and you want to feel the shoulder blades squeeze together. Try to keep everything engaged as well in your legs and your abs. All right. Okay, that's your next move, is those T-flies. I'm doing sumo squats. Yes, I am. Read. Okay, so sumo squats for me, you were doing pro T-flies. If you want to make this workout even harder, you can add weights, such as for that T fly exercise that we just did, you can add a couple of light dumbbells to your workout, and that'll make it significantly harder. So totally up to you. You can modify, or you can modify to make it harder, or you can modify to make it easier. Whoop. Forgot what I was doing there. Okay, so that's your next move, is the sumo squat. We're almost done here. You're on sumo squat, guys, and you're watching me to see your next move. Ball between the feet, calves, and you're doing leg lifts. Arms beside your body, drop the ball down, lift the hips up. Okay, if you feel like it's way too much to lift those hips up, then you can bend the knees in and kind of do an extension and curl in. It's not going to be the same. Do the best you can. Even if you don't get your hips up, even if you just lower a little bit of the ways and raise the ball up, then that'll work, as long as you're feeling it. So just paying attention to how you feel. All right, that's your next move, and I'm doing capoeira lunges. We're almost done. We've gone through almost 20 exercises here. We will have gone through 20 exercises by the time we're done here. Straight through, so that's 20 minutes straight through. We'll do a quick warm up at the end of this. This is your next move. You're doing capoeira lunges after your leg lifts there. Seconds. 2, 1. Okay, you're doing capoeira lunges. I'm doing the next move, which will be the last one. Okay, so you are going to do cowboy lunges. You're gonna, this next one, this is gonna be yours. Put your forearms on the ball and then lift up into plank pose, okay? Now, you'll feel enough instability as it is, but if you want to create more, then you just kind of do a little bit circling around. So my knees are not on the floor. I'm trying to stay in a high plank as best I can. Doing a little bit of circling around, just a challenge. Move the ball a little bit forward, pull it back. Meanwhile, abdominals should be on fire. Okay, this is gonna be your next move after your cowboy lunges there. All right, okay, that's your, and I'm going to finish off with what you started on with those sumo squats. Okay, you're doing forearm, go for it. So I am ending in what you started with, and then we should be square after this. So like I said, you can make it harder by moving that ball around. If you just rather try and be still and stable and try and be stable, that's fine too. That's enough of a workout. Seconds left. 3, 2, 1. All right, good job. Good job, that was your HIIT. And we are done. Drink some water, not too much, and we'll do a quick cool down. We'll do about 10 or so minutes for a cool down. When you're ready, just come onto your mat and reach the arms up, and then exhale, fold forward. Bring that heart rate down nice and slow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Okay, reaching up. Grab onto your right wrist with your left hand, and then take it over to the left. Center, switch sides, grab onto the left wrist with your right hand. And then releasing. Stepping to the top part of your mat, sweeping arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway, exhale, step your right foot back and drop your right knee down to the floor. Pull back and lift your left toes off the ground. So pointing up in flexion. Here, bowing towards your left knee. If you're up here or if you're sitting back on your heel, that's fine, whatever you want to do. If you have tighter hips, then you'll likely be more up here. But keep bowing down towards your knee, breathing. Come forward, lunge. Plant your right hand down to the floor, lift your left arm up, and then reach your left arm forward and drop the chest. Lift your left arm up, open, and then reach back. You can follow that arm with your gaze. Reach your arm up, and then reach your arm forward, drop your chest. Not touching the floor, just reaching, and then reaching up. Inhale, exhale, bring it down. Step back into plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Step your right foot forward, left knee down to the floor, straighten out through that right leg. Lift your toes, breathe. Reaching your toes back towards your knees here. One more breath. Roll forward into lunge. Plant your left hand, lift your right arm up. Reach your right arm forward, drop your chest, drop your head. Reach your right arm up. Reach your right arm back. Reach your right arm up. And reach your right arm forward. Drop your chest. Keep reaching. Reach your right arm up. And then bring it down. Step back into plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Lift into up dog or cobra. Let's just hold that up dog cobra. Holding it for 3, for 2, and for 1. Coming up to downward facing dog, walk it out. One more breath. All right, step your left foot forward. Right knee down to the floor, arms reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. Take an inhale, then exhale, twist to your left side. So prayer twist here. If you'd rather be up here, so not bringing your palms together, then that's fine too. You're just trying to twist the upper body, keeping your hips stable in that lunge. And think of the abdominals and rib cage and shoulders moving. And then releasing out of that twist. Bring the palms to the floor, step back into plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot forward, left knee down. Arms reaching up. Deep breath in, exhale, hands to the heart. Take an inhale, then exhale, twist to your right. So again, prayer twist or modified prayer twist. And rotating through your abdominals, rib cage, shoulders, head. Gotta keep focusing on your breath here. All right, and then releasing out. Reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back into plank pose. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down to the floor here. Lift your right leg up, bend into your knee, and scorpion over. Touch your right foot over to the left. And then bring it down. Hands just under your shoulders here. Lift your left one. Scorpion over. Tap the floor. And keep moving from side to side. Chest is down. Head is down but not on the floor. One more on each side. All right, and then come back up to tabletop pose, walk your knees in and spin around so that you're on your seat. So from here, I recommend just doing some seated exercise or seated stretches here. So reaching forward, stretching forward, or V-sit if you want, doing some sitting twists here just to keep stretching if you're on that stretching routine. So namaste everybody, thanks for joining me for HIIT core yoga. Again, just a shorter class tonight to just do that HIIT class, and coming up right away here will be a vinyasa flow class if you want a good stretch. If you did this video and you want more, then keep tuning in. But I will sign off for now, and I will see you next time. Bye everybody.